What does it mean to be a man in today's world? This question has been the subject of countless debates, discussions, and discourses, and it's not difficult to see why. The concept of manhood, as we understand it, is a complex tapestry woven from strands of societal norms, cultural expectations, and personal beliefs. It has undergone a significant transformation over the years, evolving in step with our ever-changing world. In the past, manhood was often associated with physical strength, emotional stoicism, and the ability to provide for a family. But today, society's definition is expanding, becoming more inclusive and diverse. We now recognize that being a man encompasses a broad spectrum of identities, experiences, and expressions. As we delve into this topic, we will explore how perceptions and expectations of manhood have shifted and continue to do so. We'll hear from individuals who challenge traditional norms and redefine what it means to be a man. Let's dive into some real-life stories to better understand what manhood truly means. Consider the story of John, a firefighter from a small town. John's life was never about chasing fame or wealth, but about fulfilling a role he felt was his duty, being a protector. In the heart of that small town, John was known not only for his towering stature and muscular build, but also for his courage. He ran into burning buildings when everyone else was running out. He climbed dangerous heights to save those trapped in precarious situations. But his strength was not solely in his muscles or his fearlessness. It was in his heart, his determination, and his unwavering commitment to protect his community. John's courage was not just physical. It was emotional courage too. He had the strength to keep going even when things seemed hopeless, even when he was tired, even when he was scared. He had the courage to face his own fears, to put others before himself, to risk his life for strangers. This emotional resilience was just as important, if not more so, than his physical strength. It was this emotional strength that helped him console a mother who had just lost her home to a fire, or reassure a terrified child trapped in a car wreck. It was this emotional strength that allowed him to carry the weight of his community's safety on his shoulders, day in and day out. John's strength in all its forms was his gift to his community. It was his way of contributing, of making a difference, of being a man. His story is a testament to the fact that manhood is not just about physical prowess. It's about emotional resilience. It's about courage. It's about being willing to stand up, to step in, to protect. John's story shows us that being a man isn't just about physical strength, but also about emotional resilience and the courage to protect others. Now, think about Mike, a single father raising his daughter on his own. Mike is a man who has stepped into the role of a caregiver, a role that often goes unnoticed in the narrative of masculinity. His day starts with brewing a pot of coffee and making breakfast for his little girl. He ensures she gets to school on time, helps her with her homework, and takes care of her when she's unwell. He's there for her always, providing the love and support she needs. Manhood for Mike is not about flexing muscles or winning fights. It's about nurturing and caring for his daughter. His strength lies in the gentle way he wipes away her tears, in the patience he exhibits while helping her with math problems, and in the courage he shows when he has to play both mom and dad. Mike's story may seem ordinary, but it's anything but. He's a man who's breaking the mold, challenging the age-old belief that caregiving is solely a woman's domain. He's a man who's showing us that there's more to being a man than what society often portrays. Mike is redefining what it means to be a man, one packed lunch, one bedtime story, one hug at a time. It's through his role as a caregiver that Mike expresses his masculinity. His care and compassion are not signs of weakness, they're signs of strength. They're what make him a man. He's not just a father, he's a caregiver. He's a man who's brave enough to show his emotions, to be vulnerable, to love and care unconditionally. Caregiving is not just about providing physical care. It's about emotional support. It's about being there for someone in their time of need. And Mike does it all, not because he has to, but because he wants to, because that's what being a man means to him. Mike's story challenges traditional views of manhood and shows us that compassion and care are also part of being a man. Through his actions, he's teaching his daughter, and all of us, that being a man is about strength, yes, but it's also about love, kindness, and compassion. Let's take a look at the life of Tim, a tech entrepreneur who's changing the world. Tim's journey to manhood may not have followed the traditional path, but it's a story worth telling. As a young boy, he was always curious, always questioning, always pushing boundaries. He was the kid who took apart his toys just to see how they worked. the teenager who spent his evenings coding instead of playing video games. He was, in every sense of the word, an innovator. As he grew older, his passion for technology and innovation only intensified. He pursued a degree in computer science, not because it was expected of him, but because he was genuinely excited about the possibilities it presented. His ambition was fueled by a desire to create, to solve problems, to make the world a better place. After graduation, Tim didn't take the conventional route of securing a 9-to-5 job. Instead, he launched his own tech startup. It was a bold move, a risky venture, but Tim was not deterred. He was driven by his vision, his creativity, and his relentless ambition. In the world of tech entrepreneurship, Tim is considered a pioneer. His innovative solutions have revolutionized industries, and his ambition has inspired a generation of young entrepreneurs. But his success is not defined by the number of patents he holds or the size of his company. Instead, it's marked by his ability to think outside the box, his courage to take risks, and his unwavering commitment to his vision. Tim's story is a testament to the fact that manhood is not a one-size-fits-all concept. It's about more than physical strength or financial success. It's about embracing your passions, following your dreams, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's about being brave enough to chart your own path, even when it's unconventional. Tim's story shows us that being a man can also mean being creative, innovative, and ambitious. So what do these stories tell us about manhood? It's a question that prompts us to delve deeper into the narratives we've explored. The protector, the caregiver, the innovator, each one of these stories paints a unique picture of manhood, a mosaic of traits that forms the essence of what it means to be a man. The protector's story speaks volumes about courage and strength. Here's a man who stands tall, guarding those he holds dear, ready to confront any challenge that comes his way. His strength, however, isn't just physical. It's a mental fortitude, a steadfastness of spirit that enables him to persevere even in the face of adversity. Then we have the caregiver, a testament to the power of compassion and empathy. His story shows us that manhood isn't just about being strong, but also about being gentle. It's about caring for others, about lending a helping hand when it's needed, and about nurturing relationships with love and understanding. The innovator, too, has a tale to tell. His story is one of creativity and resilience. It's about pushing boundaries, about venturing into the unknown and bringing forth new ideas. His manhood is defined by his ability to think outside the box, to innovate, and to adapt in an ever-evolving world. These stories, while different, share a common thread. They show us the diversity of manhood. They reveal that there isn't a single definitive trait that makes a man, but rather a combination of traits that can vary greatly from one man to another. Some men are protectors, others are caregivers, and yet others are innovators. And many are a mix of all these and more. Manhood, in its essence, is about embracing these traits, about balancing strength with gentleness, courage with compassion, and creativity with resilience. It's about being true to oneself, acknowledging one's strengths and weaknesses, and striving to be the best version of oneself. In the end, manhood is about being true to